This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. This is Power Project question and answer number 14. We're ripping right through these suckers. I'm getting a lot of questions from you guys day in and day out, and I really appreciate it. Send your questions over to supertraining06@yahoo.com, and I will try my best to answer your questions. You can also ask your questions on my YouTube, which is youtube.com/supertraining06. This question today is about an extraordinary product called the Slingshot from howmuchyoubench.net. And the guy's got a question about how are you supposed to train with it. He really likes his. He's hit a couple big PRs with it already, and he's excited about it, but he's not really sure if he should be training heavy, training light, should be using on a speed day, should be using on a max effort day. And so let me go over that quickly and swiftly. What you're going to want to do with your Slingshot is you're going to want to not use it as a crutch. You don't want to be in your Slingshot all the time. I would say using the Slingshot is a little bit similar to wearing a pair of briefs in squat or wearing a belt to deadlift. If you abstain from using it, you can gain a lot of strength by holding off on it until the weights get to be appropriate for the device. So let's kind of give an example here. I guess let's just say your best bench press is 315, and let's say you plan on using the Slingshot for the day and you're doing a max full range of motion bench press. Well, go through your normal warm-up, see how you're feeling. Take 285 for a ride, see how that goes. And if you still feel okay, try to do your regular 315. If 315 moves okay, proceed with the rest of your sets with the Slingshot on. But I would do set number 1 with the Slingshot on just to get used to the feel of it. Even if you've already been using the Slingshot a little bit, you still want to really learn how to use it, and you want to get used to it. So I would do 315 with it. I would do about 350 with it. I'd do about 375 with it, and hopefully we can end up with around 400 pounds on the day, depending on the lifter. So that'd be the way you would train with it for your heavy work. On a speed day, you would start out with about 50 to 60% of your max, and you'd be moving the weights as fast as you can raw. And you're going to want to do about 4 to 6 sets without the Slingshot, and an additional 3 to 5 sets with the Slingshot on. Try not to exceed about 12 total sets would be a good rule of thumb. And also don't max on your dynamic day. So if you're going to throw the Slingshot on, allow for a little bit of overload. Hit a pretty good weight for a triple or a set of 5 or something like that. But don't go to a true max and don't kill your whole face. Another quick note about the Slingshot is, let's see if we can get my fat little arm in here. Boy, that's a fat arm. You can see where the crook of my elbow is there, right there. If you are if you kind of have long arms and kind of a slim body and you're fairly tall or long-limbed, you're going to want to wear the Slingshot up a little higher than most people. If you're a power lifter or you're short and stocky and chubby and fat and disgusting, then you're going to want to wear the Slingshot a little bit lower, kind of in the same spot somebody would wear an elbow sleeve. So again, if you're a female, you have longer limbs, you're skinny, you got a longer range of motion, whatever the case may be, that makes you have a longer range of motion in your bench press, whether it's your height or whatever. Make sure you slide that Slingshot up a little bit higher than some of the other people are doing. It looks like that's about it for his questions. One of the greatest benefits to the Slingshot, I believe, is that it adds a lot of volume to your training. And I like to utilize the Slingshot. Whenever I utilize the Slingshot, I try to always do pauses, because I don't think it's a good idea to really take that rebound and shove those weights up, although that can be fun and it's nice to hit a big weight that way and get a good overload. I also like to pause and negate a little bit of that spring, because I feel the real genius of the Slingshot, the real power of the Slingshot, is the fact that you can handle heavier weights without getting hurt. So it can add more volume. It can keep you from getting hurt. I like to utilize it with pause work, and I also like to utilize it with a 3 to 5 rep range typically. So there's your slingshot tip. You can order the slingshot at howmuchyoubench.net. There's your Power Project Q&A. That's it from supertraining.tv. I'm Mark Bell, and I'm sticking to it. Later.